Hi, and welcome to the Brisbane Professionals Podcast. This is a podcast brought to you by SMS Law, going through the legal secrets that will benefit you and your clients, as well as having a little bit of fun as we go. This podcast is designed to educate you on, number one, complicated legal terms that we will explain in an easy to understand manner. Two, to understand why you do things from a legal perspective in your business. And three, to help you develop a plan for the future success of your business. Our mission is to help empower small to medium-sized businesses around the world to get access to legal advice so that they can help build their communities and make the world a better place. Did you know that any business owner is on average 7 months away from losing everything? That is the average time that it takes from a successful business to fold when an aspect of their business is not set up correctly. This podcast is all about empowering you and your business with knowledge and tools to ensure that that doesn't happen to you or to your clients. Let's begin, shall we?
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Brisbane Professional Podcast. My name is Craig Mason from SMS Law, and I have with me Jeremy Stretton from SMS Law as well. Say hello to everyone, please, Jeremy.
Hi everyone, I hope you're having an awesome day.
Indeed, it's a wonderful day, and today we're talking about employment policies and record keeping. So you've obviously got an employee, and now you need to keep records of exactly the policies and those sorts of things that you have in place to make sure there's no problems in the future. So what is it, or why is it, sorry, that we keep track of this stuff, Jeremy?
Yeah, I mean, it might seem rather simple, it might seem a bit mundane to keep all these records, but record keeping and pay slip obligations are designed to ensure that employers and employees receive the correct information about the wages and entitlements, and so they know what's going on. If you're not keeping track of it, then people will make up a story in their mind about what the right situation is and what the right entitlements are and all the rest of it. So we keep track for the simple reason of it keeps any dispute from happening because everyone knows what the position is one way or the other. What about what to keep track of, Craig?
Yeah, absolutely. So you want to keep track of your general employment policies, and that's that they have been provided to that employee, and if they've been updated, that they've also been provided to them. The general conditions of their employment, obviously what they're going to get paid, how much and when, their hours of work, as in how many hours they're supposed to be working and in between what particular hours. And also one of the most important ones is the leave that they've accrued. So that's compassionate sick leave, carers leave, annual leave, and then long service leave if it gets to that point, which hopefully it does. So you need to keep track of all of those things because you need to know those in your business for a variety of reasons. So you've kept track of all that. Now, Jeremy, what is it about accessing these records?
Yeah, so the important thing is really about who can access it. All this information is confidential for the employer and the employee. So the employer can access it. The payroll staff, if you have one, can access it, or if you've outsourced that to another company, they have to have permission to access all that. Employees can obviously access their own information, but they shouldn't be able to access other people's information unless they are payroll staff. And any other authorized individuals, so your accountant, your bookkeeper, all those kind of people who are going to need that information going forward. But it is confidential information, so you want to make sure that you're restricting who can access that. And some of the platforms like Xero and MYOB, allow you to do that pretty easily and have like portals where you can do that. So that's something that you should definitely employ. Try not to use just a paper system because that's a recipe for disaster. Craig, what about if the policies aren't kept up to date? What can happen then?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. Obviously, if a policy hasn't been or is updated but hasn't been disclosed to the employees and they don't comply with it, then there could be issues there if you wanted to terminate them for non-compliance. And also, if the records aren't kept up to date or there's something missing, then there can be fines, Fair Work in Australia type fines as well. So there's things that can happen, and they're important that you do keep record of it. There's another thing that I thought of while we were talking, Jeremy, about what to keep track of, and that was also about next of kin and details like that. Making sure they're available. We've had a situation where we needed to contact someone and having that information available obviously helps. So, and again, it goes back to the confidentiality of it all when you're holding that sort of information to make sure you're restricting access to it. But yeah, next of kin and those sort of details is important as well. All right, Jeremy, that's it. We're done.
Is indeed. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Yeah, if you did like the show, which we hope you did, please rate and review the podcast. 5-star reviews are more than welcome. Like SMS Law on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter or search and connect with us on LinkedIn. We love people doing that, and then you form part of our community. We share other information throughout the week outside of the podcast, and you can put any questions or anything on through those platforms. So, as Jeremy said, thank you. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.